We are counting down the 8 cars that defined the 1960s, mixing breakthrough engineering, lasting style, and cultural impact. From workhorse vans turned counterculture legends to record-breaking sales phenomena and European speed icons, each of these models shaped how we drive and what we dream about today. Which machine set the ultimate standard for this legendary decade? Let's find out, starting with number 8. Volkswagen's Type 2 bus rolled onto the scene in the 1960s with a simple idea. Take the Beetle's reliable, air-cooled, flat-4 engine and build a van that could do almost anything. Its boxy shape hid a flat floor and removable seats, making it easy to turn into a work van, a family hauler, or, thanks to Westphalia's camper conversions, a rolling home for wanderers. With just 40 to 50 horsepower from its 1.5-litre engine, the bus wasn't fast, but it didn't need to be. It carried festival goers to Woodstock, became a canvas for psychedelic art, and served as a symbol of freedom for the counterculture generation. Nearly 1.8 million were built by the end of the decade, and its legacy lives on in every road trip and music festival where a Volkswagen camper parks under the open sky. The Volkswagen Beetle rolled through the 1960s as the world's favorite people's car. Its rear-mounted, air-cooled, flat-4 engine, ranging from 1.2 to 1.6 litres, kept things simple, reliable, and cheap to fix. By 1969, production soared past 15 million units worldwide, a figure no other car could touch at the time. Running costs hovered around 10 cents a mile, making the Beetle an easy choice for families, students, and first-time drivers. Volkswagen's Think Small advertising campaign turned the car's quirks into selling points, celebrating its compact size and honest engineering. The Beetle became a symbol of independence for a new generation, showing up everywhere from city streets in Europe to dusty highways in South America. Custom paint jobs, including flowers, peace signs, and wild colors, turned each Beetle into a statement. Its simple design and global reach set the standard for mass mobility, proving that a car did not need to be flashy to change the world. Alec Issigonis set out to solve a simple problem: how to fit 4 adults and their luggage into a car barely 10 feet long. His answer was the Mini, launched in 1959 with a radical transverse engine and front-wheel drive layout. By turning the engine sideways and mounting the gearbox beneath it, Issigonis freed up interior space, making the Mini feel much larger inside than its tiny footprint suggested. The Cooper S variant, tuned by John Cooper, took this clever design to the world stage. Against all odds, the Mini Cooper stormed the Monte Carlo Rally, winning outright in 1964, 1965, and 1967. In 1966, all 3 Minis crossed the finish line ahead of much bigger, more powerful rivals, only to be disqualified over a technicality involving headlamp bulbs. The controversy only fueled the legend, turning the Mini into a symbol of underdog ingenuity. Its packaging and rally success inspired generations of compact cars, proving that brains could beat brawn on both road and track. The Chevrolet Corvette C2 Stingray burst onto American roads in 1963 with a look that turned heads and a chassis that changed the game. Its sharp lines and hidden headlights signaled a new era, but nothing caused more conversation than the split rear window on the coupe, an eye-catching feature demanded by designer Bill Mitchell and opposed by engineer Zora Arkus Duntov for its impact on rear visibility. The split window lasted just 1 year, making those 1963 coupes instant collector's items, now fetching over $100,000 at auction. Under the fiberglass skin, the C2 debuted independent rear suspension, a leap forward for handling that put the Corvette in league with Europe's best. Power came from a range of V8 engines, starting with the 327 cubic inch small block producing up to 375 horsepower, and by 1967, buyers could order a 427 big block rated at 425 horsepower. The Stingray's blend of bold design and serious engineering cemented its place as America's definitive sports car of the decade, setting a new benchmark for performance and style. In 1966, Lamborghini stunned the world with a car that looked like it belonged on a distant planet. The Miura arrived with a 3.9-litre V12 engine mounted sideways, right behind the driver, a configuration no one had dared to put in a road car before. The Miura's compact, mid-engine layout delivered perfect balance, and it allowed Marcello Gandini at Bertone to sculpt a body so low and sleek it seemed to race the wind even when standing still. Early road tests clocked the Miura at nearly 170 miles per hour, a figure that shattered the limits of what a street car could do in the 1960s. Underneath the dramatic curves, engineers Giampaolo Dallara and Paolo Stanzani packaged the V12 and a 5-speed gearbox in a single aluminum casting, saving precious inches and keeping the car's proportions impossibly tight. The Miura did not just turn heads, it forced rivals to rethink what a supercar could be. Its mid-engine blueprint became the standard for every exotic that followed, and its howl at full throttle still echoes through automotive history. Porsche's 911 arrived in 1964 with a shape that seemed to glide through time, its sloping rear and compact profile instantly recognizable, even as the decades rolled on. Under the rear deck lid sat a 2.0-litre air-cooled flat six, producing 130 horsepower at launch, a leap from the outgoing 356. By 1969, engineers had coaxed the engine to 2.2 litres and 210 horsepower, keeping pace with the era's hunger for speed. Early test drivers discovered the car's secret. With most of its weight over the rear axle, the 911 could snap into oversteer if pushed too hard, especially when lifting off the throttle mid-corner. Nürburgring prototypes spun off the track, prompting Porsche to widen the rear track, revise the suspension, and later add aerodynamic tweaks like the iconic whale tail. These fixes did not just tame the handling, they forged the 911's reputation for demanding, rewarding driving. Through continuous, almost obsessive evolution, Porsche kept the 911 fresh while preserving its essential character. That unbroken lineage, over 60 years and counting, has made the 911 not just a sports car, but a living benchmark for engineering consistency and driver connection. A low-slung shape glides onto the Geneva show floor in 1961, drawing a hush from the crowd. The Jaguar E-Type stuns with its endless bonnet and perfect proportions, a design so pure that Enzo Ferrari called it the most beautiful car ever made. But beauty alone does not earn a place among legends. Underneath those flowing lines, the E-Type hides a monocoque chassis, a leap ahead in rigidity and weight savings for its time. Four-wheel disc brakes, borrowed straight from Jaguar's Le Mans races, give it the stopping power to match its looks. The heart is a 3.8-litre straight six, later enlarged to 4.2 litres, both tuned for 265 horsepower. On the M1 motorway, a prototype clocked over 150 miles per hour, and period road tests confirmed the E-Type's ability to hit those numbers in showroom trim. Independent rear suspension keeps the ride smooth at any speed, while the long hood and short tail set the template for generations of Grand Tourers. The E-Type silhouette still inspires designers decades later, a reminder that true beauty and performance can share the same skin. April 17th, 1964, Ford unveils the Mustang at the New York World's Fair, and the American car market changes overnight. Sleek lines, bucket seats, and a long hood promise excitement, but the real surprise is the price tag, $2,368 for the base model, hundreds less than most rivals. Ford's gamble pays off instantly. 418,000 Mustangs roar off dealer lots in the first 12 months, and by 1966, more than 1 million have new owners. Lee Iacocca's vision of a car for the young and restless has become a phenomenon. The Mustang is not just affordable, it is endlessly customizable. Buyers choose from an inline-six for daily driving or a thundering 289 V8 for weekend thrills, and by 1967, options stretch to the legendary 428 cubic inch big block. Shelby-tuned GT 350 and GT 500 models push performance even further, dominating drag strips and road courses. The Mustang's low-slung fastback shape and racing stripes become a fixture in car culture, and Steve McQueen's tire-smoking chase through San Francisco in the 1968 film Bullitt cements its legend on the silver screen. No other car captures the spirit of the 1960s America like the Mustang. It invents the pony car segment, outsells every rival, and turns the dream of personal speed into a reality for millions. Today, the Mustang's influence is everywhere, from modern muscle cars to the simple thrill of a long drive with the windows down. The Mustang is not just the best car of the 1960s, it is the symbol of American freedom on four wheels. Across all 8 of these icons, one truth emerges. True automotive greatness fuses innovative engineering with cultural impact. The 1960s did not just build fast or stylish cars. They built legends that still shape how we drive, dream, and define freedom today. That legacy keeps these classics forever relevant.